Some people may find this video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. If you are prophetic and God has given you a gift and He has given you a platform, continue to do the Lord's work. Continue to be obedient. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Never let anyone discourage you or make you feel very low or make you second guess the instructions that God has specifically given you. Remember, when God has given you the assignment and the instructions, it was you and Him in the conversation. Also remember that your instructions may help save or even change someone's life. This is why it's important to be obedient. I ask everyone to please keep Shamika Williams' family in your prayers. When you're in a relationship with this person, it's like they have narcissistic tendencies or they're narcissists. Okay, so I don't know which one it is, but definitely something narcissistic with them. Controlling factor, putting you down, not wanting you to elevate, trying to make you feel low of yourself, trying to make you feel like you're not going to be anything good in life. This ex is extremely envious of you because they originally thought that when you guys broke up, they originally thought that you're not going to be anything, that you're going to go downhill, that you needed them. And maybe in the beginning in your relationship, maybe you did think you needed them. Maybe you're someone that was trying to pursue them a lot. And even when they did these things that they're not supposed to do to you, it's almost like you accepted it. And that's what narcissists do. They like to play games, play mind games with you, manipulative tactics, gaslighting. They try to make you feel like you need them, right? They will come and then pull away and then come back and pull away and come back and pull away to make you feel like you're the problem, you're doing something wrong. So then you're always like, oh my gosh, how can I fix it? What can I do? And then you end up kissing their feet, right? So that's a manipulation tactic, right? So this person originally thought that them leaving you or them leaving you behind or whatever happened between you guys, they thought you were not going to be anything in life. They thought you were not going to elevate, and God proved them wrong. God actually, listen, God laughs at the enemies. I'm going to say that. God laughs at the enemies. But this particular person does not want to see you elevating. Here's how you'll know it's your word. Because after you left this person, things started to change in your life. You started to love yourself again. You started to feel good about yourself again. You started to elevate. You started to do whatever you did, whether it's getting a new job, going back to school, whatever it is you did. All I know is that you elevated after you left this person. This person kept you down and they kept you low. But the reason why they kept you down and kept you low was because they were low. And the reason why you attracted them and you were attracted to them was because you didn't love yourself either. But it's when you loved yourself and you pulled yourself away and you moved forward in life and God is now number one in your life, you started to grow and elevate and elevate. This person is literally watching you elevate and it's getting under their skin. One thing about people who don't want the best for you and who try to purposely sabotage you is they will consistently keep an eye on you because they have to see if your life is getting better without them or if it's still going bad without them, because they want to prove a point. They want to prove that you needed them. They want to prove something to themselves, not to anybody else, but mainly to themselves. They try to prove something to themselves, right? And this person is seeing that ever since you left them, you've just been growing and growing and growing and elevating and elevating and elevating, and they can't help but wonder why you're still elevating without them. And it's getting under their skin. Not only that, they may have tried to come back plenty of times and you may have said nope, and you may have pushed them away like, nope, I don't want anything to do with you. You may have ignored them because remember, back in the day, you may have been back and forth with them. Remember I told you that whole pulling and pushing method, that whole manipulating you, leaving you and then coming back and leaving you and coming back. And then when you finally say, no, I'm done, and they try to come back and you don't accept that door, you don't open that door, it will get under their skin because that's how they know that you've completely changed, not only physically, but spiritually and mentally as well. And they don't like that because they feel like you're further ahead than them. And right now they're extremely envious. And I just want to say, when it comes to envious ex, be very careful of envious exes, okay? There's a lot of things out there, things online of people who elevate women that, and not just women but men too. There's I remember I seen a crime thing of a man that left a woman behind and he elevated, and then this woman tried to kill him. She even tried to set him up. There was another crime thing that I watched where people left their ex-partners and they started opening businesses. They just started making good money, just started elevating, and then these exes tried to come back and harm them, right? So this specific ex is extremely envious of your elevation. They're definitely keeping an eye on you, God said. They're keeping an eye on you, and you have to stay clear of this person. Okay, stay very clear of this person. Envy is nothing to play with, because envy will make people do some things they would not normally do. Okay, or that it will make them step out of their boundaries. Okay, so I want to give you this confirmation. You'll already know. And here's the thing, the person that this word is for, they already question it. Like, God, why is this person envious of me? And you would never think that someone that you're in a relationship with, or that you were in a relationship with, you would never think that a person like that would be jealous of you. But it happens. Sometimes, it happens where, a woman may envy a man because he gets a lot of attention. Maybe he's good looking, right? And she becomes very toxic. You know what I mean? Now she's starting fights on purpose, not wanting him to leave the house, not wanting to have a life, being controlling, right? And then sometimes, vice versa, a man might see a woman out earning him in the relationship, and then he gets uncomfortable, and then he starts to dislike her. He starts to resent her for that, right? And then problems start to happen. So it does happen. And in this case, it's your ex. So I'm giving you the confirmation that you already prayed about. Okay? I love you guys.
Man, this is horrible. This is 38-year-old Jamaica Williams, and this is a call to action. Missouri City, Texas, you guys are up. Friday evening, Jamaica was preparing to get ready to go out with some friends, and she had this man baby. That's what I'm calling him, a man baby, a boy. That's what he is. He's a monster, and he was so jealous and envious of her. Jamaica was flat ironing her hair, getting ready to go hang out with friends. And he told her, you're not going anywhere. Then he told her the day is the day. And that's when he went and got his piece, and he pulled it out and put it in her face, and he pulled the trigger. And if that wasn't bad enough, he did this in front of her daughters, the 14-year-old, 12-year-old, and 7-year-old. They watched him do this. And her only child that did not witness this, he was spared from seeing this horrific crime, was her 18-year-old son. And this is the monster who did it. You can tell by looking at him, he's a boy. He's a man baby. He has no heart and he's cold. Because you're jealous of a woman who did nothing but love you.
A mother killed in front of her 14, 12, and 7-year-old daughters.
They're traumatized because that's all that they're going to remember, the last look of her, like seeing her on the ground.
Pink balloons and broken hearts fill the Missouri City driveway that was a crime scene just days ago, where 38-year-old Jamaica Williams was shot.
My niece, who was here at the time that it happened, she called my phone and she told me that her dad had killed her mama.
Her sisters say Jamaica was a great mother to her 4 kids. Police say they think that Jamaica's boyfriend is the killer, who's still on the run. The family identifies Jamaica's boyfriend as Christopher Levels.
I was shocked, but I did see it coming. He was very jealous of her.
Police say the suspect took off in a white Nissan Altima. Jamaica's sisters want to see him behind bars.
For the right thing, because you hurt the only people that really loved you, that genuinely loved you and looked out for you. We're crushed over here. So if you're out there, do the right thing, not only for Jamaica, but for your kids.
This is so heartbreaking. Her 18-year-old son said that it was supposed to be him and her this year, because they were talking about his prom and coming to his games and watching him walk across the stage as a senior. And he's not just a senior, he's a senior with honors. And his mom will never get to see that. And he'll never get to have that joy of his mom watching him walk across that stage, watching him achieve something that many young people like him are not able to achieve. And that boy, he stole from these children right here. He stole her from these children. I'm going to say this, Christopher Levels. The Bible says you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And you out there playing with that sword in your hands, that's going to be the same fate that you suffer. Turn yourself in. I promise you, turn yourself in. We're going to get justice for Jamaica. We're going to get justice for her children. We're going to get justice for her sisters, Janiqua and Jatera. This is a call to action. Let's go, Houston, Texas. Find this guy. Get him turned in.